In today's competitive sporting industry, newcomers are forced to change their strategies up if they really want to survive. Anyone who plans to do well in today's market needs to take their platform, especially their website, seriously. It doesn't matter if you have an e-commerce store for athletic wear or if you're a sports complex. But how does one take web building seriously? By investing in web discovery up front. Hey guys, welcome to Creatitive, where we help athletes, sports marketers, and athletic business owners learn how to build lasting legacies beyond the game. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we talk about solutions that can truly change the business of sports. Today, we'll be discussing what web discovery is and why it matters to anyone who is in the process of rebuilding or building their first website. We'd love for you to tackle that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything in the future. Because of how competitive the sporting industry has become, run-of-the-mill strategies have become out of date. Some of these plans barely do well against the new tactics major players are using. I mean, just look at Apple or Nike and even Adidas. Anyone who wants to do well in today's sporting industry needs to take things to the next level, starting from their branding strategy down to their platforms like their website. And here's how they can elevate their brand with web discovery. So let's start about talking about what web discovery really is. Before we start talking about how web discovery can elevate your game entirely, let's really explore it. The web discovery process is a deep dive into your brand and its needs done by developers, web designers, and brand strategists. Now, why is it important for newcomers to go through a web discovery process? Well, the main purpose of this phase is to understand the needs of your brand and find the best course of action for your users. A lot of growing brands think that web development is all about the design and visuals. It's a common rookie mistake that too many people make. When the truth is, your website may just be the most important tool to your success and you need to invest in it. See, despite the growing popularity of social media networks, search engines remain to be the leading platform across the globe. Anyone hoping to make a purchase or hoping to find answers for certain questions go to sites via Google and, hate to say it, Bing and Yahoo. And when your website is neither helpful nor compelling, it's hard to make the most out of these platforms. See, design is not enough to generate leads or to build brand awareness. A website needs more than just stunning visuals for it to actually function well. In fact, you could overdo it. And then this is where web discovery comes in. The process takes an in-depth look into the goals of your brand, the state of your current website, and the strategy that best fits the needs of your brand. Without any sort of strategy or plan of action, dominating the game with just another website just won't work. Now that we've defined what the web discovery process is, let's talk about how it actually works. Now, the process of the web discovery phase may vary from one team to another, but the process undergoes two main stages: research and outlining. During the research stage of the discovery process, the team of developers, designers will gather as much data as they can to get a full picture of the user flow, how the site's going to work, who your fan base is, etc. This means that they'll need your site's current analytics, sitemap, wireframes, etc. In this stage, the main focus of your group is to get an encompassing look at your site and its performance. Are users having a good time on your site? Is it actually generating leads as it should? Besides gathering information about your site, competitive research is also done during this stage so that your developers and designers know what the marketplace looks like at the moment. These two kinds of data will act as the foundation for your outline stage. Your developers, designers, UX designers, etc. will use the information they've gathered during the research phase to work out wireframes, design comps, sitemaps, as well as certain elements that need to be on the website. Now, when it comes to outlining this process during the discovery phase, your team's main goal will be to finalize your sitemap, wireframes, and the overall design of the site, drawing inspiration from the research stage. Your developers and designers will start building your actual website by sketching out that sitemap and creating wireframes. From there, your team will build a new website based on the goals and the needs of your brand, as well as really your fans. If you want a better look at the process of website discovery, make sure to look at our second video, which will be coming out soon. Why the discovery process really matters. No website is the same, even if you're niched. Now, why should brands care about website discovery, especially if they already have an existing website? There are plenty of sites across the globe that are doing okay, not doing well. And whenever companies reach out to companies like Creatitive for help, the first thing that they suggest is going through the discovery phase. So unlike other companies that focus just straight to the web development, the discovery phase makes use of objective data. The initial stages of the process itself are meant to explore the different facets of your brand. And all the information that we've gathered during this time will be used as the foundation for your website. Another important thing that web discovery highlights is user experience. Nowadays, a lot of brands and companies see UX design as the last thing they need to worry about. Because of how competitive the market is, everyone is clamoring to get people's attention, so much so that they've forgotten about the importance of keeping people's attention. During the discovery phase, we'll focus on user flow, and you can further improve your website's UX design. See, what a lot of brands don't understand is that people forget about not so great designs, but what they don't forget is a bad experience. If they have any sort of difficulty looking for what they need or just navigating on the actual website, they don't just let it go. They tend to remind themselves, if this site doesn't look that great, who says they're going to care about me? So to avoid getting a bad rep for your website, it's best that you take time to prioritize. Believe me, that extra time will actually double your growth. Brands have the common notion that by skipping the discovery phase, they save more money and other resources, when in fact of the matter is that projects without any sort of concrete direction or sort of strong foundation are more prone to overspending. That's why Creatitive believes that investing in a strong foundation is more important than overspending on stuff that doesn't really matter, like multiple revisions and fixing things that don't need to be fixed. And now that we've covered the basics of what web discovery is, we're going to go deeper into the process itself and the actual role of each step in our next video on web discovery. We hope you guys loved today's video, and if you want to learn more about the great solutions that can truly change the game, don't forget to tackle that subscribe button and give us a like. It really helps out the channel and we appreciate it. Now, this is Zach with Creatitive, where business is our sport.